There we go. I managed to catch the tail end of that duel just now. But hey AJ and Cryo, good to see ya, and welcome back. We're back with some more Dragon Quest I Remake. So we are still trying to attempt to get the true ending route. That's basically what we're sitting on. And we made some decent progress last time. I believe we made it all the way up to like the fairy village being attacked. So we're up to going to the grave of Galen and finding the lyre of Aya, basically. I also liked how I was looking just back just to see all the comments and stuff like that, and I noticed that Cryo, when they did Daily, it's the reference I made to Dragon Quest of the whole command fight token was defeated. That was really cool and very convenient. It's good to see that you guys have been doing well. But yeah, as you can see, we traveling with Princess Gwaelin throughout this entire playthrough. Basically, to get the true ending, you need to have her accompany you all the way up to the final boss. And while she doesn't do anything in battle, she does add a little bit to some of the story, as well as just, it's a lot nicer for these two to be journeying together, considering they do end up together by the end. But there's a couple of things I currently want to do. One, I'd learnt that you can actually show off where you've gone to certain secret areas. You can put in the options to have them revealed on the map, as you can see by this little dot here. I guess the kidnapping. She's not being kidnapped, she was already being kidnapped, which just, we're rescuing her and returning her home, just taking the very long route to do so. And she's apparently very okay with it. It's gotten to a point where she just doesn't seem to be too fussed. Interesting, I can see little bubbles of things there. I wonder if those are supposed to be secret zones we haven't explored yet. Anyways. There are a couple things I do want to do. You're actively putting her in danger? Honestly, she's probably the safest, in the safest location. Whoever's being put in danger is me, considering what we gotta do. So, once we get the Lyre of Aya, we have to go climb up the Shrine of Rain, and if you guys were around for that particular section of the game when I played it in the normal route, you definitely know what happened there, where I was trapped in, let's say, 30 minutes of torture because I was under level and I had a shield that I'm never going to pick up ever again. Like, I have to, like, actively make sure that if I ever see a mirror shield in a Dragon Quest game, I should never ever pick it up. Like, my goodness. But, speaking of shields, there are a couple things that we can do. So, at the end of the normal route, we ended up going to Damdara and defeating the Knight Adherent. Apparently you can defeat him way earlier, at least at level 33, supposedly, if you're good. We're currently, I believe, at level 35. I spent a little bit of time grinding. Unfortunately, this isn't really the best way to grind at the moment because whilst metal slimes are handy, we don't really have a means to hit them 100% of the time, which would be using the Metal Wing Boomerang, which you get from picking up mini-metals. We cannot get that until we've actually made a little bit more progress in the game, because a lot of the secret areas where these mini-metals are and locations we haven't been to yet, I didn't know this, but they are locked off. They don't show up until you've made a certain progress in the game. So you can't just go to every single secret area and every single location and get every mini-metal. I've seen the hero die too many times to believe that. Yeah, I know. Honestly, this hero must have some way of we got a rewind button or something like that in our pocket, because the amount of times I have died in this game is wild. But anyways, before we head over to any location, I believe it's time we head back, because apparently we can actually get Erdrick's shield now. Erdrick's shield was actually located here in the Weeping, I think the Isles here, if I'm correct. Apparently it's on the tracker, it says Western Isles, which is called the Weeping Isles in this version, so I wonder if it's different depending on things. But yeah, we should be able to get through most of this fine, because we're at a level where nothing should be able to hurt us, except for when we go to the exterior. I still can't get over the little sprite that it's actually Gwaelin holding the torch. It's too cute. She's helping. Honestly, I feel like I should be getting stat buffs with the amount of times I've been, like, walking around holding her, because, like, I mean, no matter how strong you are, that is a lot of weight to carry, just constantly. Maybe it's a thing that you just get used to it after a while. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times I've died to monsters just because I just haven't had the right stuff. I don't know why, but I thought you said Inkwell Isles. I think we'd be lost if we were there, but no, this is the Weeping Isles. Apparently in certain I guess this isn't the American version or like a different version of the game. This is called the Western Isles, which is a bit odd. Considering I would assume the translation is the same, but who knows? Because there are times where some games get like multiple translations of them, which is always like can be a good thing and a bad thing. Because I know sometimes a translation of a game can really kill a game in sort of a way. Because I know for a fact, like I understand sometimes people will put on a certain like, how do I explain it? Let me reword this. It is early in the morning. It's sort of like sometimes you have the Japanese translation of a thing, and obviously when the English looks at it, it's like it's a bit hard for you to like fully translate it in a way, or like the joke wouldn't land completely well with like an English audience. And it can be vice versa as well. So I do understand that sometimes you do have to make some liberties to changing dialogue or changing things. But there are some times where it's like the translation team doesn't do a good job either. So it's a double-edged sword. Hey Yosh, good to see you. I'm too tired to really care about being threatened first thing in the morning. But yeah, basically we came here last time, but we didn't have the ultimate key with us. But now that we do have the ultimate key, we can actually open this chest. And we can get Erdrick's shield really early compared to when we first played through. Because we now know the shield is here. And you can see it jumps by like almost 20 defense. And we're definitely going to need it if we're going to attempt to do the next section at the moment. That's the way. Alright. Because I do actually want to attempt to defeat the Knight Abhorrent before we even climb the tower, because if we do manage to defeat him, we do just get access to Erdrick's armor, I believe, so getting Erdrick's armor early would be really handy for later on in the fights. So I'm gonna give it an attempt. We are 2 levels higher than what's recommended. Doesn't mean we're gonna win. Let's clear that notion out right now that absolutely doesn't mean we can win. This game has done everything in its power to make sure that I don't win things. But right now we have the strongest weapon we can get. I ended up fighting a ton of gold golems, so I got a ton of money, and I was like, you know what, let's just buy something stronger. So we have the Dragonbane's claws. Don't forget, hopefully you're doing well despite those sleepy messages, but I don't blame you. It's a very sleepy time for me too. I haven't decided whether I want to max out my defense. I'm gonna try the Madcap first because, wow, implaceability is like almost double defense, but it's just because it's a cursed item. Like, having better defense would be nice, but the Madcap allows us to save MP. So we have the spiked armor, which actually the spiked armor has been really handy because on the off chance that a metal slime hits us, they actually get the damage back bounced on us, and they only do 1 damage to us, but it still counts as damage to them, which is really handy. And we also have the rousing ring to prevent ourselves from falling asleep, but also we haven't talked to Galen here. Or Zalen here. It's been a while. I think I saw him here and I was like, oh, whoops, I haven't talked to him since we last visited. And we do need to talk to him because he unlocks the final piece of the armor for Erdrick. Of Erdrick's set. So we do need to progress this particular storyline. Well, well, 'tis the bold Sir Dain. We meet again. It seemeth that here in fair Damdara was once found orichalcum, material from which was wrought the sword of Erdrick, hero of legend. And from that same material was wrought other fine weapons and suits of shining plate, here in this town, so sadly fallen to ruin. Have fiends long since carried off all such treasures, or... But yeah, this is also a little bit of a hint that, hey, by the way, there is a treasure here. And it is, as you can see, past this point, which is going to be something. Alrighty, here we go. So, thankfully this guy only really uses, like, I guess, physical attacks. I don't think he really uses any magic. So we just had to buff our own defenses is pretty much what we gotta do. I do believe we... Oh, did I not pick up the skill? I didn't pick up the one skill that I needed here. Uh-oh. I was supposed to pick up... I was supposed to pick up the scroll here. Did I not pick it up? Oh no. Because I think I was supposed to pick up Demon Demeanor. Oh, that's bad. That's not a good start at all. I thought I already had it. I should have checked. Because this guy has a ton of HP. Like, at least 2,700. Unfortunate, yeah, I can't flee from this. Oops. I guess if I lose this, I'll just leave. Yay, crits. I mean, technically the crits help us in a way, as awful as that sounds. If I remember rightly, if he's got bounce on, he won't defend most of the time. Oh, we got a crit, nice. Nope, doesn't matter, I'm healing. Outside's about to wear off, so I'll just attack. Okay. Problem is that Kazap uses like a ton of MP in order to like... Oh, dang. That's not good. Oh, I'm still asleep. That's not good. Okay. Alright, alright. I mean, I am slowly winning, but it's like a case of like... we have to still be very careful. Oh, I got a crit there. What I might do is actually I might just defend 2 turns, get my MP up, and see if I can use a Kazap when the bounce wears off. That might be the plan. Question mark. Oh, but I'm rather low on health, so it's a case of like maybe just play it safe. Because if he crits me, that's just it. He does 100 damage normally. Oh no, actually he doesn't because I have can't use to sap right now. Okay, bounce. Thank goodness this guy doesn't have healing spells. That's probably the one benefit to this whole fight, is that he cannot heal himself. Okay, thank goodness we got the crit there. Imagine you having more heal, I know. Oh, nice! He critted himself. Let's go. Okay, I wasn't expecting the battle to end like that with a... He basically hit me so hard with a crit that his weapon bounced off and hit him in the face. I will absolutely take that, and a free level up, because we're not really supposed to be doing this fight just yet. And you do get the Ogre Shield as well, just in case you didn't have a stronger shield at this point. But since we have Erdrick's Shield, we should be pretty strong. I think Erdrick's Shield is stronger than the Ogre Shield. Let me double check. No, it's actually weaker, but obviously the Erdrick Shield has, I think Erdrick Shield has breath protection, so... But more importantly, we do find Erdrick's armor, which is far more important at this point. It gets us a whole 30 defense, essentially. Spiked armor's still good. Honestly... Oh yeah, but Erdrick's armor protects you from poison and stuff, so we can walk in poison without any issues. Alrighty. Now we have a far more bulkier hero at the moment. So now we can actually go and start doing the quest. We need to go to Galenholm. We'll quickly heal before we head into the shrine. But yeah, I think that went as well as it possibly could. Ah, because I just realized we just left. Go back. And I was literally complaining about not somehow forgetting a scroll. Let's make sure we got that scroll. No, it seems I have it. Oh no, there we go. I thought I must have picked it up, but maybe I didn't go close enough to the barrel to pick it up. Alright. This will be handy. Especially against other armors that we might run into. I have to say, one of my favorite things about this game's art style is the stupidly low poly rats. I'm pretty sure they're literally just slightly still images and they just spin. You can sort of see their eyes if you look at them on a TV, but they're very, very low poly. They're only one color, and their tails are stiff as a board. Alright. The thing is that you joke about the whole more heal thing. I'm pretty sure the boss that's in the tower that I'm doing my best to currently avoid actually does have more heal. Oh wait, we would have been healed by the, we got healed from leveling up. Also, being level 36 at this point is also just handy. Can't better perfection, that is true. But, at this point, all we need is, the sword as well as the, I think we got everything in here. Ah, right, the cat suit. Funnily enough, the cat suit was, a bonus item, I believe, in 3. The dog suit is the bonus item of this game. And to be honest, I don't know if there's any reason to wear them except for them they're being funny. Because it does change your appearance. It's like one of the things that does actually affect your appearance, but I don't think they have very good stats, if I remember rightly. Yeah, they're like way down here. Alrighty. Horrent has been defeated. We picked up Erdrick's shield. We do need to meet up with Zaylin a little bit in a moment. Gotta double check that we've picked up everything. What items? We have all the sigils, which is good at this point. Alright. We also do have to pick up the mini medal here because, as you know, we're trying to get as many mini medals as possible. I have picked up everything. There is one mini medal we legitimately cannot pick up because it's back in Tentacle. And the moment we head back to Tentacle, we lock ourselves out of the true ending. So we just have to do our best and not ever go there. It is only one mini medal, and the reward that you get is at the point of the time you get it in the game. It's not that important. So we are sacrificing one mini medal as well as one scroll, which is Snub. Thing is that I picked up Snub and I don't remember ever using it. So I don't really care to go get it at this point. The game is perfectly beatable without picking up everything. There's nothing stopping you from... but I do remember this dungeon's a bit confusing, if I remember rightly. There was all these stairways and stuff like that. I can see a diamond on my screen. I'm not sure what that's about. I guess I'll go investigate. Ah, chest. Never mind. Mimic chest. I really should have checked this before I went into this fight. One of these days, a mimic is going to just thwack me and it'll be game over. Wow, it put me to sleep. Whoa. Yeah. Wow, I cannot believe this mimic let me live. Holy hell. Yeah, it didn't let me live. I was like, wow, I can't believe it was gonna let me live. Nope. I forgot mimics are stupidly fast. Here I was thinking it was a good chest. Oh well. I have to remember to check chests. I forget that mimics are still really dangerous at this point in the game. What happens is gonna get clipped. Yeah. Now that we have a clipping system, I actually should make a shortcut on my stream deck. To clip stuff, to be honest. Oops, I used lightning on the wrong one. Sheesh, that's not good. Get out of here. I saw two whacks in a row, and I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I do not want to deal with that right now. 5 treasures on the floor, but not here. I think I had a setting that allows me to... There's a setting that allows you to see chests that you haven't opened. Let me double check. Yeah, that looks like it is. All the little diamonds mean they're chests. Considering we finished the game, I'm totally fine with, like, showing where the locations of items are and stuff like that. Because we've already run through the game already. This is just us going through a true route version. Attempting to finish the game on the true route, so it blends in better with the beginning of 2. Alright. Also, do not want to fight anything in here now that I know that there's Umbras here. Like, I literally have Peak, and I don't think Peak costs that much. The Crackle. Big spell. Definitely want that. But, yeah, I do not know how long this stream is going to go for. I am going to be obviously speeding through a lot of the game as possible. Especially since I am not going to be completely lost with what we're doing. Sure, there are going to be parts where I'm going to probably flounder around looking for things, but... I need to go to that grave. I need to go to this central area because I think there's a mini-medal there, so we'll quickly backtrack before we head further and down this floor. But if there is the case that we somehow finish like stupidly early, you know, not like 30 minutes early, but like an hour or 2 early, I have considered putting up Pokemon ZA and doing some more of that, considering that game is also in the current cusps of we're really close to the end. It's just been really unfortunate. And I will mention how unfortunate it's been. I think it took me another two special scans in order to finally get another legendary to pop. No. No, thank you. Where's the stairs that I need to go down? Maybe it's all the way in that back corner. But, upside, I caught a shiny Greninja, which was pretty cool. I forgot how good of a shiny Greninja is. It's so funny, because Froakie and, what is it called? Oh wow, I've forgotten. Frogadier, that's the name. Like, yep, I'm gonna go up this one. Try to keep it from Pokopia, I know, man. And the thing is that I actually now really need to do the, finish it off, because, I think a day after we ended stream on ZA, we found out, as a collective, that, the reward for the ZA's Pokedex is finally out. Because that was something that I knew was going to happen at some point, was that the Pokedex reward was going to be announced, and it has been, which it's apparently Shiny Volcanion. Which, at some point I was like, I think we made predictions, like it was either going to be Hoopa, Volcanion, or Diancie, I think was my guess. And I'm not, like, upset about it. I know some people are upset. They were hoping it was going to be Hooper or something like that. It would have been nice if it was Hooper, because we could have gotten 2 Hoopers. But it's not going to, like, kill me over the fact that it isn't Hooper. At the very least, both the Pokemon, like Hooper and Volcanion, are both Pokemon that we can't get yet because they're both shiny locked at this point. So getting both versions is pretty good. Holy hell, frame 1 after Holy Protection ran out. The yellow looks weird on them. Yeah, it's a bit too strong, but yeah, I've leveled up to get Kasap game. I am far stronger with Kasap. Sap is broken. I do like how it's like sort of also really interesting how it's something that the hero just happens to be the only one to know. Like it's a crazy spell to think about. Because when we, I think we played 11, we first get to see the spell in action just in a cutscene. But after a while, like, I think no other, like, party member can learn it. It's just the hero. And even, like, when we got to 3, that was the same case there. It's really interesting that a lightning seems to be the spell of, like, the chosen. The scroll you read was the last of scrolls for it? No. Kasap is a level up. Crackle is the last scroll for the ice spells. I don't think there's anything else in this dungeon that we need. No, there is another. We have to go back to those 3 chests. There is another mini medal down there. But first, let's pick up the Lyre of Ire. Wrong spell? Yeah. Still, anything with cut in the front of it, it means it's usually the strongest version of a spell, which is always good. Mimic rematch? No, I don't need to fight the Mimic. On the surface of the gravestone is carved a poem penned by Galen himself. A sound so soft as to entrance, and set the human heart to dance. Throughout the years, and though one strums its silver strings, as west wind bends the boughs of spring, no fiend appears. My lyre once summoned wicked things, the curse now gone, instead it sings of Erdrick's might, so let its song ring out in praise, the hero who, throughout the days, did for us fight. But know this also, Erdrick bold, though mighty as in tales of old, was human yet, and suffered as would I or you, when forced to venture forth into sweet home forget. Neath helm of legend thus was hid, great woe but blade our hero did, imbued with hope, and onward went, and demon slew, through homeland lost, and all they knew, full few could cope. Erdrick hero, bold and brave, who did our world from darkness save, thy pain I feel, and so I take up harp and turn, and pen these words that all might learn of thine ordeal. We collected all the items required to summon Lady Rubis. Time to check in with the Dream Whisperer. The first hint that things were not all... Though, to be honest, we already kind of knew that playing through 3 and as well as picking up Erdrick's helm. Just how tragic this particular Erdrick is. Because Erdrick is a title, it's not a name. That's what a lot of non-Dragon Quest players, including myself, didn't know. Because I thought Erdrick was the name of the third hero, but it's not. Erdrick is a title, and you earn that title in 11 as well. And I think you do earn the title here as well. I feel like Holy Protection's running out faster than I would have expected. But yeah, I think it's also their way of, like, preventing, you know, having to, like, have games look up other games in order to, like, figure out what your custom hero's name is just to have... Like Anna in Fire Emblem, I'm convinced she's the same Anna in every game. No, apparently she's a multitude of sisters. You find out in, like, some of the other games, how do I get to that thing? I think in Warriors, a bunch of different Annas show up, but yeah, it's canon that she just happens to have a lot of sisters. And I think in Fates, she actually talks about it, where, I've not seen 2 Annas in one room yet. Obviously, you haven't played, Heroes, because there's multiple Annas in that game. But, yeah, the thing is that, what was I thinking of? In Fates, I believe one of the support conversations you can have with Corrin and Anna of that game, they keep trying to call Anna, and Anna won't respond, and they don't understand why, and it turns out is that apparently each Anna despite the fact that they're all named Anna, have different pronunciations of Anna. There's also an adult Marth and a kid Marth. That is true, but also in Engage, there's a kid Anna. And when you finish the game, she reunites with a bunch of other Annas. Oh wait, I already got this chest. How do I get to that one? How else do you say Anna? That's what I was found too, but it was like, I think it was like putting certain like strengths on certain things, like instead like Anna or something like that, or Anna. I think that was how it was. Like different parts of the word get slightly altered, and that was how they, I guess, explained all the different Annas. It's like, I applaud them for attempting to come up with a solution, despite how dumb it is, but like, let's be real, them having a ton of Annas is still weird. My other thought is that maybe they're not all called Anna, and Anna is a title of a shopkeeper. That could also be a thing. Okay, I've been down this stairs before. Did we go down the middle one? Maybe we didn't. Hold up. No, we went down the middle step one, didn't we? I know I'm wasting a lot of MP doing this, but I do want to pick up that mini medal. The more mini medals we have in order to get access to. We went down both these, right? Let me double check where this goes. But yeah, maybe Anna is a title, like you know how Nurse Joy exists and stuff like that. Yeah, we went down these two. That's guaranteed. Yeah. In this game, Erdrick is a title. Officer Jenny, hear that as well. Maybe it's... I do understand it. It's obviously because they don't want to make, like, individual sprites for every single character. Totally understandable. Yeah, this leads here. How do I get to that other floor? It's B1. Well, their parents like chaos, pretty much. Well, I mean, the thing is that they all look almost identical, which is crazy. Oh, wait a second. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's B1. I have to go upper floor. So dumb. But yeah, I feel like at least the Nurse Joys in the games, I don't think they've ever been called Nurse Joy, right? It's just the anime that called them that, if I remember rightly, question mark? Because I don't remember if they've ever been called, like, Nurse Joy in any of the games. They don't have a name. So for all we know in the games, maybe they do have all different names and maybe it's the uniform that's all the same. Doesn't explain the exact same hair color, but I mean, it's a shot in the dark of why there are so many identical looking people. I mean, then again, I mean, we could just say they're all doppelgangers. I mean, that's an option, right? Text says Nurse Joy, right? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't want to gaslight anybody thinking that it is, but like at the same time, I'm like, is it? Like, I'm genuinely not sure. This one's a mimic. Yep, they're all good. Nice. Only all these chests are safe. Except the fact that the cowering is in there. This is what I want. Whistle. So I don't have to walk around in circles to, like, have creatures go up when I'm grinding. Alright. We got the mini medal, we got whistle. It's time to head to the fairy village. Like, now I'm really, like, feeling gaslit. I have to look this up. It's gonna bother me. But I'm, like, pretty sure that...
ルビス様紹介に必要なものがすべて揃いましたね。よくやってくれました。これを使って儀式を行うのですね。はい。ルビス様を召喚する儀式は雨の祠の頂上で行います。最上階の祭壇に5つの紋章を並べて、妖精の笛と銀の盾ごとを奏でれば、聖なる調べが異世界に届き、ルビス様はこのアレフガルドに復活されるでしょう。銀の盾ごとは私が奏でましょう。あと一人、妖精の笛を吹く者が必要です。
それって危険な役目だよね。僕怖いよ。うん。勇者が吹けばいいじゃんね。その役目、私が。妖精の笛は私が吹きます。
Interesting. So Princess Gwaelin does offer to play the other instrument. But I guess they'd have to have the two fairies play it if you don't have Gwaelin with you.
佐藤佐様、まだ寝てなくちゃダメだよ。それにきっとまた魔物に襲われるし。心配ないわ。勇者がいるもの、守ってくれるわよね。
Of course.
信じられるもんか。いくら勇者でも一人で全部守るなんてできないでしょ。ええ、一人では難しいわ。だからこそ私たちが協力しなきゃ。この世界が闇に覆われたら妖精だって生きていられないんだから。モクリンも同じこと言ってた。辛くて怖いけど勇気を出して勇者を支えましょう。亡くなった仲間たちのためにも。分かった。勇者を助けるよ。モクリンの分まで。
竜王が発する闇は広がり続けています。一刻も早く雨の祠へ。
Alrighty. It's understandable why Daydreamer doesn't want to go. I mean, after what happened last session. Totally understandable. Alrighty. We'll quickly heal up before we get going. I did look up because I was, you know, whilst we were in that conversation, I did end up looking up. Turns out Joy is not her name, it's her family name. So it's just a really big family with a bunch of characters that do have names. And it is kind of funny how, like, one of the lore things is that each Nurse Joy has a different color on her hat. That's how, like, Brock was able to tell which Nurse Joy was which, is because they actually wear a slightly different color. Which is funny, because I had no idea. Until, like, it was pointed out way later, I was like, oh wow, they legitimately had different cross colors. I didn't realize that. But no, Joy is the last name. And they have an example here where in the anime there were two girls, two young Joys. Their names are Marnie and Paige. So names are Marnie Joy and Paige Joy. Thought their hats were white. Well, the hats are white, but they have a little symbol at the top of the hats. Funnily enough, like, in the more recent sections, they all look almost identical. But yeah. Oh no, actually, there's a picture here where it shows off all the Nurse Joys from Alola, I think it is? Or is this Journeys? This is... No, this is a Lola. Let me show this off because, I mean, it's a slight example of this, what we're talking about here. I like how this is what we're talking about. Like, but if you look here at all the joys, they obviously, face-wise, they all look identical. Let's not kid ourselves. But despite their hands are there, you can see that they're wearing different colored badges. I was like, oh, the hats are all the same. But no, they're wearing different badges. And, like, one of them obviously is in a totally different outfit. But, yeah, they all wear different badges. That's how you tell the difference between them. Which is so wild. But yeah, I guess it's the same with Officer Jenny. Jenny must be the last name. This hurts to look at. Yeah. But I don't... Yeah, it says here they're based off the Pokemon Center Ladies. They're never called Nurse Joy in the games. They're just called Pokemon Center Lady or Receptionist. They've never been called Nurse Joy. The only Nurse Joy that actually has a name is in Diamond and Pearl, where in the Master Rank Super Contest, a Nurse Joy can actually participate, her name is Casey, or Medi, like medic in Japanese, and she has a Chansey called Pinky. Wait, in the Japanese it's called Chansey? What? Oh, that hurts my head thinking, because, like, for those who don't know, Chansey in the Japanese is called Lucky, due to the fact that it never shows up. It's very rare, and I would know after hunting it for a lot of times during my Living Dex playthrough of that game. But yeah, the Japanese name is Lucky. In the Japanese version of Diamond and Pearl, in the Chansey, that the Lucky is called Chansey, which is wild. Okay. Unless I'm looking at this incorrectly and it actually is just... It is just not nicknamed. But, like, the fact that the other ones have nicknames... Okay. I think I've confused myself enough with Nurse Joy lore. Maybe that's the Anna lore as well. Maybe Anna isn't the first name, Anna's the last name. Sage of Rain is nowhere to be seen. Alrighty. Here we go. I guess we should climb. This forsaken dungeon. Alrighty. Funnily enough, if I'd learned Kasap, apparently this boss is actually weak against Kasap. And we ended up learning Kasap after beating the boss, so this boss could have been so much easier had I already had Kasap on deck. Which is annoying to know. We do have to pick up a mini medal here on this, in this dungeon as well, on the 3rd floor. But there are a bunch of other treasures just scattered around, which is always handy. And this time we won't also have the Forsaken Mirror Shield. Hopefully this boss fight goes better. Isn't the one that Mirror Shield kept healing? Yeah, this is literally the boss with the that I had the Mirror Shield situation in. And also, if I had like... If I had leveled up prior to fighting this boss, I also could have had a spell that would have been super effective against him, which was Kasap. I was literally 1 level under, and I remember specifically that I battled the boss, and then it turned out, by the ways, surprise, surprise. I'm at 1500. I'm wondering if a strategy here could be that I should level up before the boss so I can be at full strength, but I'm pretty at full strength anyways if I don't battle anything here. Ooh, nice. I'll take a Seed of Life. I've been finding a ton of seeds recently. Man, it is so much nicer to go through this dungeon at the moment. Strength. Gold. This is the power of leveling up prior to entering a dungeon. Hey, +3. Nice. Every little bit counts. You got the chest special scan again? Nice, nice. I think the last one I got before, like, the legendary was, the water one. And that's where I got the shiny Greninja, because I happened to pull a donut that was, like... It had, like, all specials shiny up, and I was like, yeah, I'll use it here. Full Moon Ring. Candy. Learned from the first one, they do run away. Yeah, they definitely do run away. Which makes, trying to sneak up on them, or not even just sneak up on them, I think, one of the goals I got was, the capture window where you have to knock them out, and them running away does not help, to say the very least. Alrighty. I think we're as ready as we can be, question mark. We do have to do a little bit of other collecting and stuff, but... Okay. I don't remember it ever putting us to sleep, so... Maybe we could just max out stats? Ah, thou art the old buzzard they call the sage, art thou not? Then shake a tail feather and hand over the Staff of Rain. I shall not. The staff was entrusted to the care of my line by mighty Erdrick, and it's in our care it shall remain. I would sooner die than hand it to the likes of thee, fiend. And I shall die thou shalt. With thy bones I shall feather my nest. Can it be? Can it truly be thee? It mattereth not. Whomever thou art, thou shalt soon be as dead as a dodo. My goodness, I mean, that definitely happened the last time I fought this guy. Alrighty. Okay, at least Fizzle didn't happen. Wow, he does take a lot of damage from this attack. Holy hell. Wow, I've already got him to the yellow. Holy hell. unfortunate there. Wow!
やりましたね、勇者様。ルビス様の召喚を急ぎましょう。
Holy hell, that fight went way differently. The power of being far more prepared. Holy hell. Oh my goodness. I didn't even need to heal. I dropped him before he even had a chance. Also, now I know why I was like, I thought I picked up Crackle twice. It's because I got Crackle Slash. He looked away for a second. Yeah, he's gone. Yay, we level up. Let's go. Wow. They were not kidding in this guide that Kasap does a ton of damage. Like, stupid amounts of damage. And a Sword of Ruin. Which is probably cursed, but we'll take it. You looked away from... yeah. Much different from the 15 minutes I grinded this guy last time. Phew, that was rather too close to comfort. Thou hast my thanks, Dain. And thou arrivest not only in the nick of time, but accompanied by the fair Princess Gwaelin to boot. Ever art thou full of surprises. Dain did this come to my aid in my hour of direst need. And now he shall be by my side forevermore. Like how he's not as embarrassed this time around. He's actually starting to warm up. Sorry we're late. Fairies? Whatever next? Get this, we're about to summon God. Oh, sky's gotten darker. Does this make you glad you grabbed the spell for the fight this run, or upset that you got it after the fight in the last run? That's the thing. Well, it wasn't that I grabbed it, it was more that I leveled up and learnt it. It's like the equivalent of, like, having to use Thundershock with Pikachu for, like, ages and finally unlocking Thunderbolt, but you unlocked Thunderbolt a bit too late. That's not as effective for, like, a particular boss battle that would have made it easier. Say, I don't know, Misty or something. But yeah... it definitely does sting a little bit, thinking back on that previous fight where I was just so unprepared, but that's... I was going in blind with it, so I can't completely fault myself for, like, failing at that point. All shall be explained in time, good sage, but for now, we must make for the altar with all haste.
Sa, 奏でましょう。時は来たれり。
時は来たれり。
At least I can hydrate while I wait.
帰還の時。
Save a couple of points for some people who want me to hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate myself. Alright, sure, if you want to. I do like this cutscene in a way, because, like, it feels like end of times, but just before it gets too bleak. Even though we lost quite a bit with, like, the fairy village being destroyed and places being damaged, we're able to finally get that little shining glimmer of hope and fight back, finally.
私は精霊ルビス。このアレフガルドの大地を作ったもの。大いなる精霊ルビス様、ご帰還をお待ちしていました。
Hello, Rat Scratch. Good to see ya.
ありがとう、妖精たち。よくぞ私を呼び戻す方法を見つけてくれましたね。
Just in the middle of a cutscene.
そしてロトの血を引く勇者、ラダトームの王女ローラよ。私が戻れたのはあなたたちのおかげです。心から感謝します。
ルビス様、私こそ感謝いたします。運命の方、勇者様に出会わせていただいたこと
私の予言が新たな未来を育むことになるかもしれませんね。しかし油断はなりません。一度は払いましたが、闇が消えたわけではありません。その源、竜王を倒さない限り、闇は世界に広がり続けるでしょう。本来、竜は世界を守る聖なるもの。なぜ竜王は闇に染まってしまったのでしょうか。わかりません。できることなら本来の姿に戻してあげたい。しかしもう手遅れでしょう。勇者よ、再び闇が広がる前に竜王を倒してください。それができるのは勇者ロトの血と意志を受け継ぐあなただけです。竜王のもとにたどり着くには、雨と太陽と虹、3つの神秘なるものを集めなければなりません。その最後の一つを手に入れるには、聖なる守りが必要となるでしょう。聖なる守りを取り戻し、雨と太陽を携えて
Ready.
聖なる祠に向かうのです。
Just gotta repeat what we did last time.
妖精たちにも辛い思いをさせました。
Yeah, Rubis's design always intrigues me of how she's designed.
でも悲劇を繰り返さないために前に進もうと思います。
新たな勇者と共に私の力の一部を授けましょう。どうかこれからも勇者を支えてください。
I think she has longer ears than the fairies do. Yeah, she's angelic in a way, but the bright red hair is always something that sticks out. Like I'm just like, I wonder why.
勇気ある者たちよ、世界を頼みます。
ルビス様が消えてしまった。
消えたのではありません。大地と一つになられたのです。これからもあなたを通して勇者を導いてくださるでしょう。
本当に精霊ルビスを召喚するとは。しかも銀の盾ごとまで手に入れて、見事じゃ、若きロトの勇者よ。 約束通り雨雲の杖を渡そう。わしの部屋に来るがよい。
Alrighty. Technically, we do have also the other thing. Oh, interesting. Princess Gwaelin to the rescue. If you get into a fight while Princess Gwaelin is with you, she will watch over the action from afar. Gwaelin won't get her own hands dirty and can't be hurt, but she will support her savior through the power of prayer. Oh, so Gwaelin actually is now able to support us. Let's go. But hey, Jaxie, good to see ya. We're just going down the true ending route of this game, which we did finish the game 2 sessions ago, but this is the true ending where we are basically coming down to we're just retaking the steps in the story just a lot better now. Actually know what we're doing this time around. But yeah, you can see how in Tantagle it's pointing that we need to go there. Well, this is the point in the game where we needed to go and get the Sunstone. But because we picked up the Sunstone earlier, we have no need to go back to Tantagle still. Alright. Let's head to the bottom of the Shrine of Rain since we picked up the mini-medal here. And now we have to start picking up stuff. So since Rubus has cleared the land a bit, a lot of secret areas have been unlocked again. So we can now start searching out for those last mini-medals and stuff to try and get everything boosted. Our goal is to try and finish the game today, but we'll see how it goes. Long have we awaited the coming of one such as thee, brave Dain. Oh. I did conceal it by means of the herb known as a fading jenny. Please open it. Its contents are thine. I do like them referencing the fading jenny again, which is really cool. And thus we have the Staff of Rain. So technically we already have the Staff of Rain and the Sunstone. The Staff of Rain. It was entrusted to our care long ago. You've done well to keep it safe for so long. Indeed I have, and now my duty done, and the staff handed to the latest in the line of heroes. I am free to do as I please at last. Staff of Rain is the first of the 3 sacred treasures. It representeth the bounty of the clouds. As Lady Rubus did inform thee, the last may only be gained by means of a certain talisman, the sacred amulet. The second is the Sunstone, which representeth the light of the heavens, and by the glow emanating from thy satchel, I see that thou hast acquired it already. And thou might focus thine efforts on the talisman, wherever could it be. This sensation! No! 'Twas the holy power of almighty Rubus, I swear it! It came from the south. Yes, far to the south, and beyond Cantillon, and to the ends of the earth. She would have us journey there. I think she must be talking about the Shrine of the Spirit. It is where we fairies used to live. It is where we kept the sacred amulet. Rubus gave it to the hero as proof of her trust, but then we were attacked. The boss stepped in and made sure we could all escape, but the shrine was swallowed up by the darkness and the amulet sunk to the bottom of a horrible poisonous swamp. But Rubus is back now and the darkness is gone. Well, not gone, but driven back at least. I thought the Dragon Lord would have got his filthy hands on the amulet a while back, but Rubus must be trying to tell you that it's still there. We must away to the Shrine of the Spirit with all haste, Dain. Alrighty. So, as the game, also, as you could see, it did hint that we already have that. So, there's a couple of things we need to do first. Firstly, we need to head back to Cantillon, in general, because we need to talk to Zaelin. And we need to start pushing that side quest a bit further on, so... because we do need that particular thing as well. So Zaelin should be somewhere down here, I believe. There he is. Oh, if it's not my good friend Dain. A pleasure as always. If the records of time are to be believed, both Galen and of the Golden Voice and mighty Erdrick spent time here in Cantilon. Then too, the world was threatened by a great evil. Much of Galen's work concerned those times, the hero of legend and the people of this town. Wherefore did he write of such things, thou askest? Why, because 'twould surely have been impossible not to. Certain records also suggest that he did hide the Lyre of Ire back in our ancestral home, that a careless strum might not summon the fearsome fiends known to roam hereabouts. Perhaps I too should return to Galen home. Its people must surely be pining for the return of their best beloved bard. Alrighty. And thus we have pushed him towards heading to Galen home, so we'll head over there. I believe we can only sort of do a little bit of the side quest. We can't do all of it at the current moment, but we can at least get a good chunk done before getting to the Shrine of the Spirits. Cliff. There we go. Meet again, Dain, and where more fitting than here, in the home of my storied ancestor. Just now I did meet with a most intriguing roguish fellow by the name of Robin Hood. 'Twas here, or so he doth claim, that his own ancestor did gift unto the father of mighty Erdrick a suit of attire most marvellously indeed. But Sir Hood did seem the kind to elaborate for the sake of a gripping tale. Heavens only knows if what he imparted to me was the truth. After all, he also spoke of having met with fairies. I myself have heard of encounters with fairies in the Field of Flowers in the far south, but can such rumors really be true? 'Tis said that mighty Erdrick did consort to such beings. One could do worse perhaps than go and see. It is so funny, he's like, can you believe it? Fairies existing? And we're just like, yeah, that's really weird. Haha. Definitely haven't seen fairies before. I don't know if this cutscene will play. Let's see. Yeah, the fairy isn't here at the moment, so this is where the side quest currently ends. Alrighty. Closest is the inn. Technically, because we also went and picked up Erdrick's armor, we're actually immune to poison, so we don't even have to worry about, like, putting anything on. Okay, I did clear out this inn for the ultimate key stuff, because that would have been a mini-medal there. There is a mini-medal up in the... We've got the 2 mini-medals in the Shrine of Rain, there's one in the Shrine of Spirits, and then a bunch of mini-medals. There's 2 mini-medals in hidden locations, so we'll make sure we grab those. We should have 39 medals by the end of the game, if I've been collecting them diligently enough. Because we can't get the one that's in Tantagal unless, I don't know, we go back and grab it just before we finish the game, just to say, hey, we got all of them. Because technically, I guess we don't have to go in to the castle straight away. Yeah, as you can see, this poison is not affecting us whatsoever due to the armor. I think that shouldn't be too difficult, if I remember rightly. This was one of those weird situations where, like, the game crashed so many times. But that was just my internet. It wasn't the game crashing, it was just our internet crashed, and we ended up having to, like, redo this section again. But now that I've got a bit more of a stabler internet, hopefully that's gonna be a thing of the past, but we'll see. This place. I sense a holy power emanating from above us. And yet, I sense a great evil also. I just love how in the cutscene she's seen walking, but then I guess she's just casually still with us. I like to think that she does walk behind us, that we don't carry her all the time. It's just the game is a bit lazy and doesn't want to, like, make a walking sprite for her to be following us constantly. Which is so strange, but it's fine. World's shortest dungeon. Okay. Let's see how we go with this boss. I think I didn't remember it being too difficult, but it is still one of these bosses that can hit multiple times, which is never fun. And, I mean, I could just be saying this. Okay, so apparently we should have brought the full moon ring, but we'll have to do our best. Spells can't be casted. It's one of these enemies. Like, I don't know why its bone enemies just seem to be able to heal all the time. I don't understand how that works, but... How much? Have to come back to life somehow, pretty much. It is nice to have also just higher defenses at this point, because that means we can still wear the madcap and still have the effects of it. I wasn't attacking. Ow. Jeez. Okay, so she can heal us now with prayer. Wait, are we... Oh, we're actually buffed by something. Holy heck, interesting. I like how you can hear Dain say Chikaraga. Like, I think he's saying something along the lines of, like, this power. He wasn't... What? His Sizz is, like, buffed by something. Oh my god! Oh, holy hell!
邪悪な気配の正体はこの魔物だったようですね。
Just summoning the Ramia to deal massive damage? My goodness! Holy hell! Princess Gwaelin is cracked! That wasn't just fair. I know, Princess Gwaelin's been like, I have to help, and she just gives us unlocked Kasing, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the spells don't have, like, buffs, and I was at full health too, so I shouldn't have been able to unlock that buff. So it was just because Princess Gwaelin helped. And we get another level up because that's another boss vanquished. Holy hell. We finally get the sacred amulet. Yeah, that felt kind of bad. I didn't realize. I was like, oh, Sizz is like glowing. I wonder what this is about. Game pulls out the most like wildest spell. That was cool as hell.
ねえ、私の声が聞こえる？あ、聞こえたみたいね。私、ほら、妖精の里長よ。今、雨の祠から話しかけてるのよ。ルビス様のお力で遠くまで小玉を伝えられるようになったの。族長様があなたに話したいことがあるんですって。つなげるわね。
悪しき魔物を倒してくれてありがとう。今あなたが手に入れた聖なる守り、それはかつて勇者ロトにルビス様が託された大いなる愛の証。そしてそれこそが 人間たちがロトの印と呼んでいるものなのです。ロトの印があれば、聖なる祠の賢者もあなたを勇者と認めるでしょう。さあ、お行きなさい。聖なる祠へ。
Thankfully, we can just warp there because I actually went there to go get a mini medal. Alright. But yep, we get the Mark of Erdrick, which is apparently an accessory. I don't remember if I equipped it last time I've played, but it's an accessory. So... yeah, it boosts our luck by a pretty massive amount. And yeah, it gets extra benefits, so that's handy to know. Alrighty. Before we head over to the Sanctum, because we can easily head there, it looks like we're able to now finish off, because this is basically the point, like once we get to the Sanctum, we're basically going to the final dungeon, so we've unlocked pretty much everything we possibly can at this point, so it's time to get the last of the things that we need. Oh, hello Dain. What are you doing here? What? A bard has asked you to help him find somewhere with a deep connection to Erdrick. Let me think. To be honest, I only really knew Erdrick in passing. It was Ortega I knew better, Erdrick's dad. He was very strong. You should have seen him swing that huge great axe around. But very kind as well. And he once saved me from some monsters in this very field. But you're looking for somewhere with a specific connection to his child, right? Nowhere really springs to mind. Nowhere that you wouldn't already know, anyway. But the boss knew Erdrick better. She might know something I don't. If you're ever over at the Shrine of Rain, maybe you can ask her. Ah, yes, this section of the game. This little part of the, like, this side quest has been like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I did like how we get to hear about Ortega again, because it does feel like he was remembered as a hero, but obviously not the hero that Erdrick eventually became, because Ortega did disappear in a way, and we know what actually did happen to him, but no one else really did. Maybe Akira told people what happened to his father, but yeah, obviously the Erdrick title is far outclassing of a man named Ortega. But before we go any further there, we need to look up for some mini medals. So, first things first, there is a secret location just northwest of the fairies. And I was searching for this, like, for the longest time, and I didn't realize that the reason that it's, like, I couldn't find it is it doesn't spawn in until this point of the game. Like, that rock over there was just not here, and I was like, I couldn't understand why I couldn't find it. It's just because it just doesn't appear until you've gotten further into the game. There's the mini medal we needed. Bunch of gold. Okay, and now we need to head over to northwest of the bridge that we repaired. So, I believe... yeah, you can see there's these little wispy effects there. So... I guess Damdara's closest. So good at hiding, pretty much. But yeah, the side quests we're about to finish off, my goodness, I didn't think they were going to make 3's ending any more tragic than it already was, and they were like, guess what, we've made it more tragic, and you're like, yay! Shout out to Brownbeard Connor, who was with us during the Ortega's passing and the ending of 3, and he was just like... I remember his words so clearly of just me just slightly sobbing over what had happened, because it is tragic. Like, it's hella tragic what happened between Akira and his dad. And I just see, in all caps, just fuck this game from Connor. It's so good. Alright, this is another location that doesn't get shown up until... the world is cleared up a bit. Yeah, you pot lid. Amazing words, I know. But it really did sum up how I felt. And a Yggdrasil dress coat. I don't think we need this because, like, I'm pretty sure Erdrick's armor just... Yeah, Erdrick's armor still is, like, strong. It is still a really good armor piece if you didn't get Erdrick's armor at this point. We have 36, so I am missing a couple of mini medals from places. But I'm missing one here. I'm pretty sure I got all those. Secret spot south the Weeping Isles. I think I did go get that one. Wayfarer's Inn, Quagmire, Weird Woods. I'm pretty sure I even got those ones, yeah. I don't know where I'm missing the last few mini medals, but at the very least, well, 1, 2, so that's 38. I'm missing one somewhere else. Regardless, I don't know how many we need to get the... I should actually see how many we need to get the boomerang, because that's what I really want, is that Metal Wing boomerang. When we beat the game last time, we were at level 45, so we're still a little ways off then, so if I need to grind, I do definitely want to get the metal boomerang. We get meditation, which is also really handy. Okay, we need literally one more. But meditation is a huge skill, because I believe meditation is a full heal, and it's not a spell, so it doesn't get blocked by any spell blockers. It's a huge spell to have now. Alright, we need to head to the Shrine of Rain, so we can get the last part of this side quest completed. And for those who did miss out, seeing the end, because it was in our ending section, but yeah. Time to see how 3's ending is still just as tragic. Just who I wanted to see. The chief filled me in on what you were looking for. Somewhere with a deep connection to Erdrick, right? I think I know just the place, and luckily for you, I'm feeling charitable today, so I'm going to take you there myself. But yeah, when I saw this, I was just like, oh my god, I know where this is. We're on an island west of Tantagal. It's where Erdrick first set foot in Alefgard. It's where we literally fell from the sky. And as soon as I realized it was the dock where the boat we used in 3 was... Not long after Zoma was defeated, Erdrick came back here and looked up to the sky above. Our hero was always so cheerful in front of other people, but that day, for once, the mask slipped. Eyes that were once filled with resolve now filled with tears. Lips that once held a stony silence now moved in a silent prayer. Perhaps it was a message to the world above, a message of reassurance to a much-missed mother. So all this time, right near the end, he came back here just to say that he missed his mom. That he missed her so much. And that he was going to be okay. It's so tragic in a way. Because, yeah, he never got to say goodbye to his mom. She knew he was going off to a very dangerous journey, and that was the last time they saw each other, technically. They hugged one last time and then walked out the door, and she never saw her son ever again. And also, like, never found out what happened to Ortega either. It's so goddamn tragic. And even if you do get the golden ending, I guess, of just beating the dragon and reviving Ortega, sure, Ortega comes back, but you still don't come back. You don't get to come back. Because when you do that fight, it reverses before you beat Zoma. So technically, you would have beaten the dragon, revived your dad, and then you walked back to go into fight Zoma, and then were never seen again. Still very tragic. Or perhaps it was a plea. A plea to return home. It looks like it might be somebody's grave. And there's something sitting on the ground beside it. Dain obtained Erdrick's helm. He looks more closely, and he sees there's something engraved inside it. May victory smile upon you, great hero of Alihan. And to us, that means nothing. We don't even know what Alihan is. Something is inscribed on the gravestone. Here lies Ortega the hero. And remember, Ortega didn't leave a body behind. And even if he did, like, it would have been buried in the castle when the castle collapsed after Akira and his group escaped the castle. So yeah, Akira came all the way back here just to make a grave for his dad. Incredibly tragic in a way. But yeah, there is one thing we can pick up here. There is a mini-medal that is also hidden in this little location. But yeah, it is basically just called the Western Isles. There is... I don't believe there's any other... There's no way to get to this location because the ship doesn't exist in this game. So yeah, this area is just a little hidden area. Hidden from the world. But since we're not coming back, I'll just make sure that we've picked up everything we can. Thank goodness I won't cry. Oh, because he rolled a d20. Nice, nice. I've been here a few times now, so I can just zoom in and out. You want to go back to the Shrine of Rain? Alright then, shall we? But yeah, we now have Erdrick's helm, so we're only missing the sword, and then we will basically have everything that we possibly can. So yeah, I am definitely missing a couple of mini-medals here and there. Not entirely sure where I've missed them, but now that we've gotten all of them... But yeah, as you can see here, headwear that originally belongs to Alihan's finest. May victory smile upon you, great hero of Alihan, is engraved on the interior. Bestows various effects upon those who don it. So yeah, you do get some buffs. I don't know what buffs you get from this, to be honest. The problem is the madcap is still really handy. Let me see what it gives you. Provides resistance to status effects like sleep, confusion, dazzle, paralysis, instant death. And it boosts your lightning-based spells and souped-up skills. Ah, interesting, interesting. Hey, Helion, good to see ya. So, whilst we burn through MP a lot more, it will definitely be handy when we fight the boss. So, I think we will, we'll keep the madcap on, even though it's still very low. Until we... Yes, it's helium. You're still waking up? We'll be back to be a pest soon? No worries. Alright, we need to head back to believe we head back to Gallenholm, because that was where we last saw Zaylin, I believe. Oh no, he's in Rimmendal. Okay, okay. Man travels a lot, I must admit. You know how it's supposed to sound? It's Hellion, isn't it? When they say Helion. Did I never go? I haven't been back to Rimmendal for a while, so... It is interesting that this chest here, just has a herb. Normally it was, I think in 3 it was like actually the Otega's helm before it was fixed. Heal-on. Ah yes. Heal-on. Yeah, if you're playing the PlayStation version of this game, doing this questline does get an achievement. But also it's just nice to be able to finish it. Is this the noble Sir Dain I see before me? 'Tis I, Zaylin, best beloved bard of all Alefgard. Tell Zaylin you found the place he was looking for? Thou hast learned of that place deeply connected to the legend of mighty Erdrick? The place I have so keenly sought? Technically he can go there too, he just has to get a boat. Truly, such tragedies befell the hero of Bold. To leave behind one's beloved homeland never to return. How Erdrick must have suffered. I am forever in your debt, thy good Dain. Never could I have discovered this myself. But I must commit these emotions to paper, while they resonate yet so profoundly in my chest. Just as did my ancestor Galen, who did continue to celebrate the world's beauty and the nobility of its people, even as darkness descended and all hope seemed lost. And for he and I are the same, chroniclers of life in all its majesty. Yes. La 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 la. I am. A mother's warmth, a father's pride, a home long lost, a love denied. That voice! Could it be Zaylin? The best beloved bard himself? Is it a new work, perhaps? 'Tis beautiful and yet so sad. I fear I might... Perhaps I should visit my old mother and father more often. It is a little sweet, this side quest. It's bittersweet in a way, just like the song if you think about it. So lovely, it's so sad. Sometimes people don't know. You gotta tell them that you do love them. Even if they believe it and you believe it, sometimes you just gotta let them know. Thou hast given unto me the greatest gift of all, friend Dain, that of inspiration. My creative drought is at an end. I feel the flow of song return. I must share this gift with the world entire. 1,000 thanks, bold and handsome hero. One day soon I shall sing of thine own deeds, I am sure of it. Until then, adieu. With that, Zaylin's quest is completed. Now, there is a couple things we can do. We are going to head back and go grab that boomerang. Wow, we are actually, like, I think the fact that 3 bosses we've defeated and we've just smoked them has definitely, like, helped with saving time. Let's see. Yeah, like, I didn't use the war drum or the Gringham whip. It is handy, that's for sure, but the metal boomerang kind of is the only thing I really need at this point. So I have missed 3 mini medals. I have missed 1 somewhere, because technically there's 1 left in the final dungeon, which I am about to go to. So I've clearly missed 1 just somewhere. And I know Tentacle I can't get to that one, because it's in there. I wonder where I have missed it. Maybe it's in the building in Damdara, but I didn't get the thing in Damdara, so that might be it. Let's quickly head back to Damdara real quickly. Because I did miss out on the scroll in there, so there's a chance that I might have missed out the mini medal there too. So, better safe than sorry. And we don't have to worry about accidentally running into the boss here, because the boss has been defeated. Okay, so... did I get the one in here? I did. Somehow I missed the scroll. I must have... but I didn't miss that. So strange. Wait, southeast. It also is nice to just be able to walk through poisonous swamps and not be affected. Might as well check all the barrels before we head off. 'Cause yeah, it's off to the final dungeon, I guess. There's not really much more that we can do at this point. Nothing here. And the thing we're looking for is Erdrick's sword, which it should be in already in the final dungeon. I think I found that by pure randomness. Okay, I did get this one here. Curious to know what one I missed. Okay, so I got the secret area there. We got that secret area. Maybe I did miss one back in Tentacle besides the one I needed. Oh, but I haven't... no, I went to the Sanctum. I got that one. I genuinely don't know where I missed one. Because the 2 secret spots we just got, Shrine of Rain's done, the Shrine of Spirit gotten, and it's literally just the one in the last location. Oh wait, did I just accidentally warped to the Western Isles? Because I've been here before. Okay. I guess you can get it. Ah, interesting, it is on the map. It's just here. Right, off to the Sanctum. No more dilly-dallying, because we do have to still get through the entirety of the dungeon. But, that's something I should mention, briefly. Tomorrow we are doing something different, because we finished DK Bonanza, 100%. If you guys haven't seen it, the entirety of the playlist should be available on the YouTube channel at this current moment, so you can go check that out, and I'll probably have to upload this game in its entirety at some point. But we're starting our Ocarina of Time randomizer tomorrow. We also are starting 30 minutes earlier than usual. I recently saw The Alchemist put down times of Pacific times recently, And I thought that might actually be pretty handy to put Pacific time, so it's a little bit easier for people to, like, figure out when things are happening. Whilst Discord does have, like, the time it shows exactly, depending where you are in the world, Blue Sky doesn't, and, like, there's no way for me to be just like, oh, by the way, I'm doing it this time, Australian time, so I might consider actually putting other time slots in, just of different time zones, so people might find it a little bit easier to know when we usually stream. But if you do tend to show up when I start streaming, just think it's about 30 minutes earlier. But yes, it's the redeem that Cryo, I believe, did that we're going to start. If thou art the blood of Erdrick, the one true hero, thou must surely possess proof of thy birthright. Here's my driver's license. Dain presents the sage with the staff of rain and sunstone. How, who, what, where? Somebody's either not listening or just is trying to pretend that he didn't put it out, but yeah. We're starting the OOT rando tomorrow, and also next week we might be able to get an extra stream in because family is heading out that weekend, so I should be free for both Saturday and Sunday, so we might be able to get 3 streams in a row, which will be fun.
Oh, Kamiyo! この聖なる祭壇に雨と太陽を捧げます。
You're doing a time challenge? Well, basically we're doing OOT rando tomorrow, basically, Cryo.
Sa, 祭壇に進み、虹の雫を持っていくがよい。
And we got the rainbow drop. I love how the rainbow drop does definitely look like the pendant from 11. I wonder if it is a reference.
よく頑張った。魔の島を望むリムルダール西の岬で虹の雫を使うがよい。わしはここでお主の無事を祈っておる。気をつけて行ってくるのじゃぞ。
Alrighty. It's time for the final dungeon. Definitely got the mini medal there. I'm gonna check the Cave of Dwarves real quick and see if I missed the mini medal there. It's gonna bug me for a little bit that I'm just missing a mini medal, so I do want to take a quick gander around. We're also at the point where the money is meaningless at this point. We've got the strongest armor we can get in the entire game. We got the helm, we got the amulet, we have the shield, I believe. But I'm currently using the ogre shield because it's a bit stronger. It's funny how you get the ogre shield alongside, like, double check. No, we got everything here. Okay, we need to head to Rimmendal. Because it's not really a place we can warp here. I have to cut my losses. Can't find the thing that I'm looking for. And I don't want to really spend time looking for... Because we have gotten all the mini medals before. It probably will irk me for a little bit, but... nothing too big. Okay, let's put some stuff away. Because our bag's getting full. that away. Fairy foil, I think we'll just keep. Fairy flute we'll hold on to 2, but like... take out a couple of medicines just in case. But we're pretty much at the point in the game where we're like... it's time to burn all these items. Because there is no post-game in this game. Once we're finished, we're finished. Remember, this is based on the original Dragon Quest, where the game was incredibly short. Now there's a secret area here. Let's check this out. See if there's anything interesting down here. Yeah, I see a shine in thine eyes that reminded me of my own youth. Allow me to impart some words of wisdom, young lad. It would behoove thee to head for the sands north of Rimendal and investigate the Wesley Rocks. Leave no spot unsearched. Cast thy gaze towards the shadows, the roots of the trees, thou shalt not regret your efforts. Keep thy wits about thee shouldst thou plan on crossing the bridge to the south. The monsters that roam the lands on the other side are surpassingly fierce. However, thou shalt surely be rewarded for thy bravery should thou feel ready to test thyself. We think. No, I'm sure there is just no post-game in this game. It's not a we think sort of thing. But... I mean, the post-game is Dragon Quest II. Because we still have to play Dragon Quest II, so... once we finish Dragon Quest I, we will obviously be moving on to 2. And 2 is obviously going to be a bit more of a fleshed out game, considering the sequel was already somewhat bigger than the original, like, Dragon Quest. So we're probably going to spend a bit more time in that game. But even so, I mean, we spent a decent amount of time in this game, I must admit. But I think it was like 4 episodes to just beat the game, and then 2 extra episodes to try and get the true ending, because, yeah, we obviously know what we're doing. Well, that's a steep drop. You're gonna need some extra help to reach the other side. Use the rainbow drop? Yep. It is so funny when it's like, it zooms out and shows how big it is, actually. It's so tiny. Itty bitty.
雨と太陽が合わさるとき、虹の橋ができる。伝説の通りですわ。
Also, it's so funny that I've spent so much time grinding and this guy still hasn't figured out how to crack the sphere of light. Like, it is still, as you can see, still purified.
取り込むのは無理なようですな。
黙れ！できぬはずはない！わしは竜の王。本来これはわしのものなのだ。
この気配は虹の橋がかかったようですぞ。
勇者が来るか。面白い。勇者を亡き者にすれば、光の玉も我が前にひれ伏すだろ
う。Alrighty.
ここまでか。
Apparently we are quite underleveled for the final boss, most likely. Let me see what the game this Wikipedia's like what they believe is the let's see. The Mao. They have a guide here, and one of the images is from Dragon Quest II. They put the wrong image in here. Truly somebody hasn't read their guides. Alrighty. Let's see what the level they recommend for the Dragon Lord. Just out of curiosity. 40 or higher. So wow, I did pretty badly, to say the least. But it is so funny because when I beat the first form, oh my god, are you serious? Wait. There's apparently a secret area with a really broken item in it. It only appears after the Shrine of Rain thing. Wait. So it's a secret area I haven't looked at. There's one there. Where is that? Because this will change things if I think it is what it is. Lamau. Bye, dog. We haven't really seen much of Gwaylin's powers in this last part of the fight, but it's just because I haven't gotten into any major fights. I don't think it's this area. This looks like a very early game secret area I could have accessed. Might as well whip. I feel like it would be a secret area that's... Huh. Southwest of the Road Inn was one that popped up. Roadside Inn. It's a ditto. Look, the game's even Pokemon Community Game is teasing me over the fact that I really want to play Pokopia. That's why I want to finish this game as soon as possible, because we might be able to use a couple of hours in stream in order to do some more ZA and see if we can finish up all the secret areas now that I know what to do. Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, we're not using that. Cannot believe the mirror shield is here. What? How dare. Go out of my way to avoid picking up the mirror shield, and the mirror shield's like, surprise, I'm back. Apparently there's one more treasure somewhere around here. Because the game says there's one more. Ah, here it is. There it is. The duplicate. This busted ass item. If I'd had this earlier, this would have been so much better. So what's the duplicate, if you ask? It allows you to cast the same spell twice in a row. AKA, we don't need to use Wild Side. Unless Wild Side makes it hit 4 times in a row, but yeah, basically it allows you to do that, and it gives you a bit of a defense boost compared to the Madcap. What a crazy item find that you can get. So make sure you grab that, I guess. A couple of other things is the Banishing Bell, they suggest. Dragon Mail, which we have, but I mean, we could just use Erdrick's Mail. Would go perfectly with the Mirror Shield. I don't even know what would happen there. It would because it would do something crazy. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. The Mark of Erdrick, Erdrick's Armor, Duplicate, Erdrick's Shield. I actually didn't check what Erdrick's Shield does. Obviously we want to get Erdrick's Sword as well, so we don't have to worry about weapon stuff. What does Erdrick's Shield actually give us? Best shield in the game, apparently, because it boosts your defenses, but it also reduces spells and breath attacks, so yeah. Let's put that on. We got the Mark of Erdrick that gives us luck. Agility Ring, because Agility Ring is just good in this game. And now we just gotta get the weapon. Alrighty. It is time. I'm not gonna bother looking for those last 2 mini medals. I just wanted to look at a guide to see, yeah, if I'd had a duplicate, my goodness, things would have gone so much differently. Holy hell. Duplicate is a crazy good item. It makes me wonder what would happen if I did cast Wild Side. Because Wild Side isn't a spell, so I don't believe it gets duplicated. So, if I cast Wild Side and that does a double, does that mean I can hit a spell 4 times in a row? It would drain my MP like crazy, but, I mean, if I hit something 4 times in a row in one sitting, I would say that's a ton of damage, and I know for a fact that I critted the boss, the final boss, in my final run-through of him. Unfortunately, it wouldn't help us with metal slimes, but, you know, is what it is. We might have to grind a couple of metal slimes. I'm wondering if we would do better at level 40. We beat him at level 45, but we also obviously didn't have the best of best things. I do wonder, like, if we just would do better. And we also do have Waylon on deck, where she can help us occasionally with prayers. So I'm genuinely curious. Let's see. Okay. I'm wearing the duplicate. I'm gonna use Zap or Weak Spell and see how this goes. 1, 2,
Dain!
3, 4. Okay, yeah, I was right. I can hit 4 times in a row with spells. Holy hell. That is crazy. I also, what if the Mirror Shield could reflect her prayers? That would be, I don't think that would work, because I don't think her ability is a spell, per se. But that's crazy. Wait, does it actually also use up 2 lots of MP? No, it doesn't even use up 2 lots of MP. You just get free damage. Oh my god, the duplicate is so busted. So, you get, if you do Wild Side, you get, and use Kasap, you get the price of 2 Kasaps, which we already were doing, plus 2 extra Kasaps for free. Oh my god. Now we know what the true hero of Alefgard is. My goodness. This is why you have to look around for things. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, so that's definitely that's on me. But that is crazy. It's not the most welcoming of places. Though I am daunted, I am not afraid, for I am by thy side, beloved. Alright. Time to destroy the Dragon Lord. I do probably want to fight some stuff here though, just to level up to 40, because the game does suggest you being 40. And we have been avoiding some battles for a while, so... But this is also the final dungeon, so this is where all the strongest enemies are going to be. So that was 1,000. Yeah, we'd have to kill 22 of those. We'll do 22 twos. So it's going to take a while, but there are liquid slimes here. Chest is empty. Yeah, I remember a lot of the chests here are empty. Man is just keeping empty chests around for funsies, I guess. I can't get over the absurdity of just, like, getting a free spell for free. Because obviously spells do a ton of damage, but they obviously cost, like, a ton of MP to do them. So just being able to do, like, massive spells and just getting a freebie is wild. No! Jeez. Nice! Crit. We just gotta live this guy now. Yeah, I guess now we're wearing Erdrick stuff, our lightning spells will also crit more frequently. Oh, actually no, because we aren't wearing the helmet. So it wouldn't crit more frequently. But yeah, that did a ton of, like, a big chunk to our EXP gain. This is surpassingly strange, beloved. Though there is not a window in sight, I feel a draught coming from somewhere near at hand. I do like if you've played through, you know exactly where that is. Dain examined the ground at his feet. Secret staircase! How clever thou art, beloved. Alrighty. There isn't really much for us to gather here, and we do get the extra souped up skills. We do want to take the right staircase once we get down to the bottom. Because we do want to grab that mini medal. Wow, I should have just casapped and just destroyed them. That was my own fault there. This is why we have meditation. Get out of here. Problem is I'm using a lot of MP just to get through this front part of the dungeon, which is kind of bad. Oh, I've never used recall this entire playthrough. That's funny. Technically we can shield. We really must. Dragon. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that if you didn't know that secret area, you'd have... It's definitely one of those things where it's like, it definitely rewards you for looking. Because, like, I had no idea that that was a, that the duplicate was actually in the game. And the fact that the secret area doesn't show up until, like, obviously you've, helped out Rubis makes... also is understandable. Probably gonna Holy Protect for a little while if possible. We'll see if any enemies attack us. I think, if I remember rightly, a lot of these chests are gonna be empty or just... Oh wow, just crit the dragon, holy hell. Empty or trapped. Like, there's not many big things for us to find. Oh, and I remember rightly, a lot of the items you find in here are just cursed as hell. So, you know. Oh, jeez. Ah, cool. Critted immediately. It might be best to run. Wow, just explodes us. Holy hell. I should have just... no, I didn't have the MP to Kasap. Oh well. Unfortunate. Frame 1 fizzle. I can see why they want you to put the Banishing Bell when you do fight the Dragon Lord. Interesting, the autosave saved before I opened the chest. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so the dragon can't technically be taken out in one Kasap. 1,000 is so much, but at the same time it's not enough. I'm like nowhere near the end of this dungeon. I can already feel... feeling the effects of using spells. Because I don't think I have a stronger sword. I think literally the metal boomerang is the strongest thing I have so far. I just need to find Erdrick's sword in here. How much does just one dragon give me in terms of EXP? 900. Okay. So that other enemy only gives me like 200. Um... I don't know if it's worth going all the way down over there. Yeah. It probably isn't. The thing is that if I get to the final floor of this, or the final area of this dungeon, per se, you do get access to a way to walk. As well as just grind in front of the Dragon Lord, which is really funny if you think about it, that the Dragon Lord's just ready to fight you and you're just messing around in front. Speaking of, I should probably assign Whistle here. For when we do need to do some grinding. Haha, not today, Mimic. I've got to say that Mimic's probably got the worst location in the job. Okay, so I was just unlucky prior with that, with the Knight Abhorrent, and he crit me multiple times in that fight. The game knows that's the only way I can lose is if it crits me. Or if I'm just really not ready. Right, so... I need to go down the right staircase. So I don't think I really need to pick up anything at this point in the game. I think everything I need to pick up is like right near the end. Can I use Cassiz? Yes. I thought it was a lot more costly. It's only Cassap, which is really costly. Gee whiz. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't have the MP to go any stronger, so... Okay, I'm totally out of MP now. I guess this is where the true test of danger is. Because we haven't done any leveling up since we've basically like tore through like 3 bosses back to back to back, so it kind of makes sense why. Yeah, hate mail. Yeah, everything here is cursed. Like, we don't need any of these items. We're not fighting that. Dragon and a skeleton next to each other is really bad. Okay. We need to go all the way to the other side. I don't think Holy Protection is protecting us. Everything's too strong. Just gotta hope we're lucky. This actually kind of reminds me of something that I just thought of just now. There was a video I saw where somebody was attempting to see how much of the game they could get through of Pokemon without ever running into an encounter. Because they wanted to see if it was possible to beat the game without ever encountering wild Pokemon. So the idea was that anytime they encountered a wild Pokemon in the grass, they had to reset to the last checkpoint sort of thing, and they made checkpoints in like all the different towns. Which game? I believe they were doing Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, so I think it was probably I can't remember if it was the Diamond game, like the earlier games or the Platinum games. But I think it was Platinum. Let's see if we can get some of our MB up. Yeah, those games would be easy because you could avoid a lot of grass and stuff, but it was like games where you had to walk through grass is what I remember. And it was quite interesting because he also wrote down how many times he reset it and stuff, and how like different, like how grass works in those games. It was rather interesting too. Could they use repels? No. They were using no repels. Because that would just nullify the whole thing. I think we made it to the top. Here it is. Dain obtained Erdrick's sword, the beloved blade of the legendary hero of old. Interesting. I wasn't sure how it got here last time. I guessed it was because it was already here, but no, it looks like it was stolen a while back. Okay, I believe there's nothing else we can do up there. I believe that area is just locked off. Yeah, the dark blue section is where we can't access, if I remember rightly. Okay. We now just have to backtrack a little bit. But yeah, it was really interesting just because obviously they couldn't technically encounter any grass. They had to, everything was gift Pokemon. So yeah, it might have been Platinum because you get Eevee in Platinum, if I remember rightly. So they would have got an extra encounter that way. Holy hell. I feel like these armors just must have really good like luck because they're able to just crit. Oh shoot, I didn't realize that it also doubles up my healing technically. Yeah, you do only get Eevee and Platinum, so I think they must have been playing Platinum because I think they picked up the Eevee. But yeah, they were locked out of a lot of things, if I remember rightly. I think a lot of their Pokemon were just from the Game Corner related stuff. Maybe? I can't remember. Can you get Pokemon in the Game Corner? I think you can. But yeah, because they couldn't do trades, really. Because in-game trades require catching Pokemon. But it was quite an interesting series. It's still on... It's definitely on YouTube somewhere, but I just saw it from a glance, and I was like, this looks interesting. This is unfortunate. I don't have the MP to do... Problem is, I want to take out these metal slimes, but there's two dragons here, which I think it's probably safer if I just take them out. Okay. Then... yeah. I don't know about Sinnoh. Okay, at least we got the level up from the dragons. Those slimes were gonna run away anyways, so now we finally have all our stuff back. Thank goodness. This dungeon's gonna feel a little bit easier. To being able to actually freely do stuff now. Am I not close enough? Guess not. There's the mini medal. Okay. So technically I should have been at 39, so I did miss a mini medal somewhere. Okay. And we've cleared this section. Okay, I'm kinda hoping we can beat the game within 3 hours. We'll see. That basically gives me 30 minutes to try and finish the game and the bosses. Because I did say I wanted to do a little bit of ZA. Okay. Question of whether these guys stay long enough for me to use Wild Side. Apparently one of them not. Hey, nice crit. I guess we do have the high luck due to wearing the Mark of Erdrick, so that definitely helps. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which way we go. As much as I don't... Kasap does like a ton of MP usage, just being able to hit those enemies and just make sure they don't damage me honestly feels probably better than running the risk of like taking damage. Oh, we can actually kill it this time. Nice. I guess we have leveled up at least once. Double-edged sword. It's so funny that there is just so many items here that are like, look like they'd be good, but they're just cursed as hell. And you should, at this point, have stuff. Like, but then again, I can see, like, maybe you didn't go off the beaten path and pick up stuff, but you would at least have, I think, the amulet you would have. Actually, that would be it. Because if you didn't go out of your way to get, like, some of the other things, like the shield and stuff, you could theoretically come here with, like, very little of Erdrick's equipment. Which would make the game a lot harder, because a lot of Erdrick's equipment is kind of like the strongest stuff in the game, but it is possible to go and get to this point and not have this stuff. Like, maybe Erdrick's sword you might not have, just by, like, not exploring this place, but if you didn't know where you were going, like I didn't know really, and I just happened to cross Erdrick's sword. So, like, it is definitely possible that you'll have Erdrick's sword with you, but the shield requires you to backtrack to the Weeping Isles once you get the ultimate key. And then... I'm trying to think what else... No, I critted the wrong enemy. No! Ugh. Okay, I woke up at least, but it's a bit of a waste of a turn. beating the game with cursed items would be neat. It's definitely possible, I would assume. Because, like, one of the cursed items gives you a ton of defense, but it obviously, the cursed items all have different effects upon wearing them, so they can really bog you down and such. And also, there's the chest room in this area. Which also has a bunch of stuff. But it's probably possible. It's like how there's a challenge run that I know some people do, which is called what is it called? What's that class called? It's in Dragon Quest III. Let me just look it up. Because I don't remember what the name of the class is, but probably when I see it, I'll immediately remember the name. The Gadabout. That's right. So, the Gadabouts in 3, they basically spend their entire time just messing around. And they can actually stall. Or do things that they shouldn't be doing. I know one of these chests is a mimic, if I remember rightly, so... Yeah, this chest room has a bunch of stuff, just in case you haven't finished. Well, you need a couple of things. Nothing too substantial, but I think there was one good thing in these things. Yeah, Seed of Magic. But yeah, the Gadabout class is a class that... It's a Magikarp class, because they have just a bunch of spells where they're just mucking around, or like... not doing things. And sometimes they'll have good things. But yeah, it's a class where they just goof around. And it is possible to beat the game, but because they're just goofing around most of the time, it's more that you're doing a solo run in a way. Sounds like my kind of class. My goodness. The thing is that the Gadabout class, if you do choose the Gadabout class, if you get them to level 20, you can make them into the Sage class. That's the whole thing. Is that when they become the Sage class, they become the most powerful class in the game. So that's like the trade-off. But technically you can keep them as a Gadabout class for the rest of the game. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. But I remember I had to get one of my classes because they do have some really good skills, just in general. No! No! Dang it, that dragon's such a pain. They just wanted me slimes. I think also the Gadabout class can actually foil you as well, if I vaguely remember. Because I think there's a thing where the Gadabout can like sneak up behind one of your party members and spook them. And it's like a haha, I got you sort of thing, and you're like, and your character just misses a turn because of it. It's like that sort of thing. Fast-ass skeletons. But I know there are people who actually put themselves through all. Imaginary fear headbutt. Hey Perry, good to see you. You lurking? No worries. We're basically at the end game of Dragon Quest I. We're hoping to finish it today and have the true ending completed. And if we do it fast enough, I plan to switch over to ZA and try and grind the end of that game too. Because both Dragon Quest I and... No, I don't have enough MP for Wild Side. Doesn't matter, most of them fled. They all fled this time. It looks like a pretty game. But yeah, we basically finished this game 2 sessions ago, and we're going for the true ending. Where the true ending is that you have Princess Gwaelin escort you. Like, you escort Princess Gwaelin throughout the entire game, instead of taking her back to the castle immediately. And she becomes a bit more involved in the story. which is really nice. And you do get a couple of like slightly alternate like cutscenes and stuff for having her with you. But yeah, also the fact that I know what I'm doing this time around also really helps. Because yeah, in the normal ending, she's basically spent her entire time at the castle and she only talks to you through a necklace. So she doesn't really get too involved in the story. But in the true ending, she actually accompanies you. And she can buff you once you get past a certain point, but mostly she's there just for flavor text. But she does give you an item which is canon to the second game, so that's why I wanted to do this before we went and played the second game. Wow, all of them just pretty much fled. Yay, we at least got the crit so we can get the XP. Yay, we hit level 40. I would feel bad for leaving her there and probably do this by default. So yeah, the thing is, oh, we got Giga Slash. So the thing is that in order to prevent going, like, having to go back to the castle, you need to pick up the Sunstone immediately after getting the magic key instead of going to immediately rescue her. Once you get the magic key, you can get the Sunstone and then you never have to go back to the castle. Because that's the thing, is that you had to go back to the castle to pick up the Sunstone. And since I didn't know that was a thing, it locked me out of the ending like long time ago. So I couldn't just like restart, like go back and fix the ending sort of thing. So this is just a whole new file. But also, I've found a lot. It's cool that you're redoing it. Yeah, I wanted to do the true ending of this game. Let's do this real quick because this is really handy. This also allows us to like walk back to the castle at any time into the final room. First things first, we are going to quickly heal and save the game. Well, we don't need to heal because we leveled up, but we need to save the game. We haven't saved since we started stream, and I'm not gonna risk any situations. But yeah, the game is pretty short, so I could see it as a good reason to like as you can see here, we beat my first file in 22 hours, and you can see we've basically done it in half the time at this point, which is crazy. Which also just helps because I know what I'm doing, as well as I did do some grinding off stream, so I was a little bit stronger against certain bosses that caused us a lot of grief. Tiny RPG. Yeah, it's very small RPG, but the game that you buy it comes with both games. One was always a shorter game compared to all the other ones. I mean, heck, you only play as one character, as opposed to like 2 and 3, where you do get a party of like 3 and 4. But in the remake, 2 also gets 4 party members, so... Alright. So technically the game, the people mentioned that you could theoretically beat the final boss now at level 40. I might give it a go and see if we're at that point that we could beat him. Because this is still a hard fight, and I was able to beat him last time. They do suggest the asbestos rings, but I'm going to keep the Mark of Erdrick instead. But we need to put on the Banishing Bell to just prevent taking anything else. Alright. But yeah, because it's such a tiny RPG, it's kind of the reason I was like totally down to like do it again. Because there are technically 3 endings. There's the normal ending, the bad ending, and the true ending. The bad ending, I mean, you kind of have to force it. It's basically him saying, do you want to join me destroying the world? But yeah.
ご苦労であったな。わしが王の中の王、竜王である。まあそうするくな。わしは勝手に王を名乗っているわけではない。そなたら人間は忘れただけだ。本来我ら竜こそがこの世界の真の支配者。
But yeah, another thing about doing this RPG again is just like two bosses that we fought previously in my first playthrough got completely smoked in this playthrough. Just because we have better equipment, better knowledge, and leveled up better. Like, there was a boss the first time we did this where we got stuck for half an hour, and then this time around we beat it in one round, like one battle, instead of dying multiple times.
勇者の末裔であるそなたを認めよう。あまたの困難を乗り越え、よくぞここまでたどり着いたな。わしは待っておった。そなたのような若者が現れること。もしわしの味方になれば、世界の半分をお前にやろう。どうじゃ、わしの味方になるか。
So yes, if you button mashed here, if you say yes to this prompt, you get the bad ending. And the bad ending leads to Dragon Quest Builders 1. So it is an alternate ending, but obviously the answer is no.
どうした？世界の半分も欲しくはないのか？悪い話。
No.
では、どうしてもこのわしを倒すというのだな。愚か者め、思い知るがよい。
So, funnily enough, when I did this battle for the... You say yes, the princess just side-eyes you, pretty much. So the last time I did this battle, I actually ended up I think 2-rounding this guy by pure luck, because I managed to crit a sap. But unfortunately, he's going straight for bounce, so we can't do anything there. If he didn't go bounce frame 1, we could possibly get Kasap off. Bounce war off. Now we do big damage. So this is with the Duplicate, by the way. Duplicate and Wild Side on deck. 358. 328. 377. 308. That was all in one round. I do believe he's going to go for a really big attack now, though, if I remember rightly. So that's not fun. What do I want to do? Someone called the ref, this can't be legal. The thing is that I crit him in my last playthrough of this run, which you guys, I think I might have clipped it, but yeah, I did 900 damage 2 times in a row. Like, I crit twice on Thunder. Okay, I think it's probably best we heal. Technically, we could do like a Mega Kasap. Okay. I will heal this time.
ここからだ。さあ、どうし苦しむがよい。
It's fine.
ここからだ。
そんな
行くぞ。
そんな
ひねる。
さすが勇者様。
ごとき。
There we go.
よくも。
Problem is that we're at half hit.
あの竜王をついに。
Unfortunately, because it's not enough to level up. It would have been nice if it was enough to level up, but we previously leveled up, so that was the strategy I think I used last time in this battle.
勇者の光の力。
Was I made sure that was close to leveling up and then fought this guy so that the EXP was enough to level up and fully heal. But we'll see how we go.
誠の姿見せてくれる。
So yeah, there's two phases to this fight. The Dragon Lord flickers and fades. Only to reveal his terrifying true form. So, the first form had 3200 HP, second form has 4800 HP. And as you can see, he buffs himself quite significantly. So this is a difficult fight to say the less.
抜けないで。
Problem is I don't know if we'll be fast enough to heal here. It might kill us.
シンス殿も
Yeah, unfortunate. The problem is that if you lose to, I believe, this phase of the fight, I think it takes you back to the beginning? Oh no, it takes us back to this one. I'll try one more time. But yeah, he is faster than us, so that doesn't help.
まだだ。
気をつけて。
Or maybe we're not faster, maybe we're like even. Yeah, he doesn't take any. It's fine. Yeah, sheesh. Alright. What I might do is head back a bit and get close to leveling up and use that as a means to be fully HP'd. Because we can easily beat the first phase, it's just the second phase is like starting at half HP and having to heal like frame 1 is not handy. But as you can see, it does, you'd have to go through both phases of the fight. So he gives us 1900, I think, so we need to be under 1900. Alright, a little bit of grinding. But we can easily do this. Especially since we have much better equipment. And also we can heal. Oh wait, actually would killing metal slimes overlevel me? Oh sheesh, both of them ran. Might have to switch the banishing bell so I have the agility ring so I'm a little bit faster than these guys because, as you can see, most of them fled or had a chance to even do anything. Okay, I got one crit. So we at least got one, but I have to go before this one runs. Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh, okay, they give 10,000, so... Technically I can go fight him now, but at the same time I'm thinking like maybe a little bit of grinding wouldn't be too bad. No, I do have agility up. Okay. I'm just not fast enough still. Can I flee from these guys? Maybe. Let's see if I can cycle for another metal slime. If not, we'll just keep going. I can always just backtrack and go heal up and then be fully HP'd up. And like I said earlier, I did fight this boss at level 45, so technically I am under-leveled from when I beat him last time. Nice crit. Come on, stay. No. Okay. It's a question of whether I want to grind any further or if I think I'm ready to go. Because I think I'm rather close to being able to beat him. Okay. And thankfully, because the game autosaves whenever I enter new areas, it's by that little book with the feather on it. Technically, us entering this little portal here counts as an autosave, because it's technically us entering a new area. The downside is we have to obviously do the first fight again. And while we can't skip the cutscene, we can at least speed through it, thank goodness. So we've already heard this all before. It is that I am thankful that the fast forward thing exists. It's a reminder of, like, back in the old day, you'd have these massive cutscenes where you couldn't skip any of it, so you had to, you'd have to just sit through the bad guy rambling once more and you're like, I don't want to join you, sort of thing. Sure, to heal yourself before I've done any damage. I'm totally fine with you doing that. Plus, since we're about to level up, we can just spam. Man, I cast Thunder Spell. Jeez, we just smoked that phase, which is so funny considering the second phase is a lot harder. Because he loses his weakness to lightning. But we level up, so we should be at full strength this time around. And we can skip this cutscene because there's no dialogue choices.
気をつけて。
ここからだ。せい。せい。ここだ。
That bite attack is stupidly crazy. The fact that Inferno does so little damage compared to that bite attack, wild.
勇者様。
We use mid-heal because we do get the duplicate effect, so, and as well as wild side. I'm wondering if would it be better just to like actually hit this guy with spells? But he doesn't seem to take as much damage, and Kasap is obviously not as strong. Well, he still takes 200, so... Still a lot of damage. We do have magic water on hand if we really must get our MP back. He's not attacking. I mean... Sure? As much as Dragon Slash is good, unless it's the upgraded version, it's not going to do more damage than 4 Kasaps in a row. He's in the yellow. Crit. You know what? Sure, why not? No! Dang, 5 HP over. It was a risk I was willing to take, and it cost me. But that's okay. The thing is that obviously you can run this battle back over and over again, but the outcome is always going to be slightly different each time. Because that time around he didn't really attack too much, but the other time he was like constantly biting us. So it's all a matter of whether or not that happens. Like here, this time he's boosting his stats like crazy. I do like they also don't allow you to use the madcap as... Ooh, a crit! Nice going. It's 170. Have to make sure we're over 170. Wow. That's so unfortunate. A crit. I've got this. I can do this. It's not as... It is possible. Just dealing with crits is not fun. They want you dead. They really do. Like, the fact that I've been critted multiple times Because I can tell I've been critted because Dain does yell out in pain if you get critted. They're upset that I keep spamming lightning. If they didn't want me to spam lightning, they should have not allowed me to get lightning. And also I think because it's a magic spell, it doesn't get blocked by Kabuff either, because Kabuff is for defense. Oh, nice crit. Gotta love a heal crit. I don't trust it. I think he's gonna go for another bite attack, so I'm just gonna heal. I was so right. He immediately critted again. Okay, we get a freebie due to oh, Princess Gwaelin is assisting now. So we should now be able to use okay, interesting. Ah, interesting. So Kasiz gets a buff from Princess Gwaelin. Whoa! 500 to him! Oh my goodness, I forgot how absurd that is. I think I can still do it twice, right? Yep, I should be able to hit twice. Okay. I do have to defend for a little while. That can't be allowed. I've had her on the entirety of this battle. She wants to assist me, she can assist me. Especially when he just crits me like that should not be allowed. Where did that 400 damage come out of? Nowhere. If he's allowed to crit me just randomly in the middle of matches, I should be allowed to be 2v1. It makes me wonder if I should have just kept defending at that point. I don't know why I defended there. It's probably because I was talking about it. We do have to be reminded that I am fighting this boss 4 levels under my previous playthrough. Okay, fully healed. Oh, and a crit on top. Oh my god, we paralyzed him! I didn't even know that was something I could do. Holy hell! And then Gwaelin's assisting now. How many more turns of wild side do I have? I still have quite a few. Might defend this turn. Oh. The thing is, like, I'm doing really well, and I'm just, like, a little worried that I'm just, like... I might play it safe. Because I can feel that they're gonna crit me. Wild side fell off. And twice. It's fine, that's fine. Now we hit him with Kasap. Not enough. Come on! Oh, so close. He was in the orange. I should have just attacked. Oh, but I got frozen with fear too. Like, the game is doing everything in its power to also prevent me. Which sucks because I got the para and we were so close to winning. I should have just... Maybe I should have just sent it. Oh well. I don't... Unfortunately, I didn't know how much HP he had left. Like, I can see he's in the orange, but that doesn't tell me if he's on death's door. 16, 30... How much does Sizz do? Oh, 60. That does nothing. It does about half the amount that Kasap would do. It'll only be really strong if it's Princess Gwaelin assisted. Problem is that sometimes he goes, like, after I do. And sometimes he goes before I do. If I was, like, absolutely certain that he was gonna go, like, after me, then I wouldn't be as worried. Let's see a para. Sizz is on the table, but so is Kasap. Oh, but I'm not healed fully. Oh no, I'm not in the yellow, so... Okay. It's fine, it's fine. Oh no, FP, that's fine. Okay, it's in the orange again. I don't trust it, so I'm gonna heal. If... Scorch attack does a lot of damage. Yikes. Ah, dang it.
気をつけて。
まだだ。力が。おっと。
気をつけて。勇者様。
Just need to defend just for a little while. I have enough to do one Kasiz. I think I might do it.
いっけー。
No, it's not enough. But it was. Must be 40.
勇者様。
Okay, the prayer is gone. His power's down. Oh, we're dead. Oh my god, I can't believe we're not dead. I keep wasting time healing. I should probably be fighting. What to do, what to do? I'm so low on MP. Okay, he's gonna hit twice to Accelerator. Come on, just go down. How much more do I have to hit this guy? I'm so mad. I'm so close. I'm so close. It just won't let me get that last bit. I think it's because I'm wasting so much time just healing that I don't even know how close I am to, like, killing him. I get him to the orange twice, but I can't get him past the orange. Because there'll be times where he's just like, oh boy, I'm not going to do anything, and then there'll be times where he's just like, I'm going to hit with everything. Maybe he knows I want to do ZA. Can't let this game end yet. Maybe I should sort of pay attention to how much... It's really rough when you can't see the health, yeah. I can only just get an idea, so I have no idea if I was close or not. I might have still been like another 300 HP off. And this bite attack is so devastating. Okay, got the power again. We still had wild side, so we're getting all 4 hits here. It also wastes his attack. Okay, he's no longer paralyzed. Do I want to go for it? Still have wild side. I get 2 more hits off. So 300, 300, like 4 times. That's 1200, 1200. He's in the orange now. He has 4800 HP. So if I hit him 2 more times, that does 600 damage. So that wouldn't kill him, I don't think. Can he kill you from there? I think he can, because if he gets 2 good bites, then that might be it. If we somehow paralyze him again with Kazap, we technically could prevent it. Never mind. Apparently we don't have enough MP to even do it anyways. Dodged it. Okay. We do have access to Gwaelin's attack now. Just assessing. Did she heal you at full HP? Well, she does heal. She gives you re-heal, it seems. So it continuously heals you. It's more this I want. Yes! Let's go! I was so... I was just about to heal. I was just about to heal. I made a good decision there. I was like, I've hit him with like 1000 damage. And we hit him already like with 2 1200 damages. He has to be close. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send it. And send it I did. Couple of attempts, we did it. We beat him 4 levels under what we did last time. Yeah, we got an hour left. We could extend stream a little bit. You ain't gonna be using that birthright though. No 3rd phase for you. Was that the first boss to have a 2nd phase? Yep, it's the only boss with a 2nd phase in this game. But we did it. Dain wrests the Sphere of Light from the Dragon Lord's death grip. And he holds it aloft. A blinding light radiates from deep within its core.
そして残る闇を頼みます。未来の光の子らが。
With that, the world is safe for now. Until, I guess, generations later. But peace has finally been brought back to Alefgard. That's all that matters.
光がこんなに。私たちの世界はこんなにも美しかったのですね。ありがとう、ロトの勇者様。
The great evil has been banished, and the world knows peace once more. Was that the first boss? It was the only boss, yeah, to have a second thing. So, technically you can just go back to the various locations in the game and talk to everyone, because everybody has dialogue now that you've saved the world. You did it, didn't you? The air hasn't felt so clear in a long time. This probably won't come as a surprise, but I didn't think much of you when we first met. But you really are a hero. The blood of Erdrick really does flow through those veins. Thank you, I mean that. You saved us all, and will be telling the story for a long time to come. You drove away the darkness and brought back the light. You're amazing, Dain, you know that? I still can't forget her, though, even now. I was crying about it the other day. But then Gullion and Mr. Perkins came and cuddled up to me. And do you know what they said? They said that this life isn't the end, that we'll meet again somewhere. So until that day, I'm going to keep on keeping on, no matter what comes. You meant games in general? No, there's been a couple of bosses that have had... 11 had a double phase boss. And I think... Yeah, Zoma had a slight double phase as well, but it was more that once you use the Spear of Light, the true form of him came out. But yeah, you can go to all the different towns and talk to everyone. Everybody's got new dialogue, which is crazy to think, but since we do not have too much time, and I mean, you guys can always play this game out and check it out. It is a bit of a hard game, but you do get 2 games for the cost of 1. Also, we're back in Tantacle. It's taken us so long to come back to Tantacle. We haven't been here in forever. Praise be unto the Almighty, for unto us did she send bold Dain, truly a hero of the ages. But as you can probably tell, you can't really get anything in this section because the game will be saved. But might as well pick up the last mini-medal, why not? Or the one, I've missed one, but you know what, let's grab that one. No, the first to have the second phase was the original Dragon Quest Dragon Lord, apparently. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was the Dragon Lord, so yeah. Technically, I guess the original game did have its second phase. Anyways, it is time to finally fulfill our duty and bring Princess Gwaelin back. I did talk to Robin Hood last time, he just runs off. Getting chased by the guards again. It's time to basically close the book on this one. As you can see. Also, I believe that means we can actually pick up all these chests. So you can see in these chests it has 12,000 gold. Elfin Elixir, which is the strongest elixir in the game. It fully heals, I think your MP or does a huge amount. The Headsman Axe, which was a really strong axe that we used. So yeah, you can see you do lock yourself out of all these particular items, as you can see here. And there's not really much you can do about that. but we managed to beat it, like, in half the time and with a couple of levels under. It's finally time for us to return back to the castle after so long. These guys have had no idea where we've been for, like, the longest time. Forgive me, I'm so surpassingly happy I can scarcely hold back tears. Long did Princess Gwaelin await the coming of the prophesied hero, and lo, did come. Our thanks to thee, bold Dain. Not for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldest prevail, but to do so as thou didst, all hail the insurmountable Dain.
Oh, Lola! よくぞ戻った。
すべて勇者様のおかげですわ。
ローラを救ってくれたばかりか。竜王を倒し、光の玉まで取り戻すとは。
Yeah, the dialogue is slightly changed here.
働き、誠に見事であったぞ。
はい、私はすべて見届けました。この方こそ伝説の勇者ロトの血と意志と勇気を受け継いだ本当の勇者ですわ。
若き勇者のおかげで闇は消え去った。もう魔物に怯える必要はないのだ。盛大な宴を開き、皆で偉大な勇者を称えようではないか。
And I guess it makes the feast here feel a lot more, like, earned, seeing that there is no, like, oh, we still have to beat the darkness kind of feast. It's a, no, the darkness has been defeated and the greatest feast shall start. And this cutscene doesn't play until now, I guess.
どうされたのですか？宴の主役がこんなところに。私もですわ。誰かに呼ばれたような気がして。
勇者よ、そしてラダトームの王女ローラよ、世界を守ってくれたこと心から感謝します。
この声は精霊ルビス様。
あなたのおかげで闇に染まってしまった竜王は光に戻り、生まれ変わりの機会を得ました。本当にありがとう。
I wonder if what she says here about the Dragon Lord being reborn in light, I wonder if we'll see the Dragon Lord,
すべて終わったのですね。
like, in the future or something. That would be interesting.
いいえ、なぜ世界の守護者である竜の王が闇に染まってしまったのか、正体はわかりませんが、不気味な闇が息を潜めているのを感じます。その闇はいつの日か再び世界を飲み込もうとするでしょう。その時私は持てる力を尽くして闇に立ち向かうつもりです。しかし闇が迫った時、未来の人々は私に力を貸してくれるでしょうか。
Of course.
ルビス様、お約束します。強く優しい勇者様の心と意志を未来に伝え、受け継いでいきます。どうか私たちを、人間を信じてください。
ありがとう。私も誓います。もう二度と勇者を、そして闇に立ち向かう人々を孤独にはしないと。
勇者様、きっとこの約束は未来への希望になりますわ。
勇者よ、あなたが作った5つの紋章を預からせてください。いつか闇が迫った時、その紋章が勇者と私をつなぐ鍵となるように。
Thus, the five sigils head back to Rubis. My goodness, they are such powerful artifacts if you think about it. Some of them definitely helped us in those last battles. Star sigils cracked. Having the ability to get MP from defending is such an interesting skill, and it's very handy.
私は妖精たちと協力して来たるべき時に備えましょう。再びあなたとロトの勇者と出会うその時のために。
Off she goes. I do wonder if we'll see her in 2 in some sort of form. It will be interesting to know.
突然呼び出してすまぬ。そなたに伝えたいことがあってな。
Ah,
すべては
now Dain gets arrested for kidnapping the
の
princess.
ままであった。そなたこそは勇者ロトの血と意志
Oh,
を
this is
受
the
け継
interesting
ぐ
part,
者。
this part.
この世界を治めるにふさわしいお方だ。どうじゃ、このわしに代わってこの国を治めてくれるな。
いいえ。もし私の治める国があるなら、それは私自身で探したいのです。
そうか。そういうことならもう止めまい。この光の玉を持ってゆくがよい。
Yep, protagonist speaks for the first time
これは
throughout this
勇者に
entire
託
journey.
すべきものだ。気をつけて旅立つのじゃぞ。
待ってくださいませ。そのあなたの旅にローラもお供しとうございます。このローラも連れてってくださいますね。
Of course.
嬉しゅうございます。ローラはどこまでもあなたと一緒に参ります。これはその証ですわ。
And here, you receive the princess's pledge. This is the changing item from, instead of getting the princess necklace, if you get the true ending, you get the princess's pledge. And this does show up in 2, so this is the canonic ending of 1.
勇者様、共に広い世界を旅して 強い力と心を育みましょう。ルビス様との約束を果たすその時のために。
さあ、ロトの勇者の新しい旅立ちじゃ。
There we go. Right, she got stuck. Just stop him. Anyways, that is it. That is the entirety of Dragon Quest I. Both endings completed. It looks like we can skip the credits at the very least, because we did see the credits last time. I don't know how much of the credits it skips, if it skips the secret ending, but we'll see. I guess I'll find out in just a moment. Nope, it doesn't. Which is good. But we've seen the credits already. If you want to check them out, you can go check them out in our the previous episodes.
おいたわしや女王様、あなたのお子は失敗いたしました。ですがご安心ください。あなたがいない間違ったこの世を正す方法はまだあるのですから。
To be continued. Dragon Quest II. There we go. Look at the difference between the two files. Our previous file took us 22 minutes. No, 22 hours. And our second playthrough took us 15 hours. And 4 levels less as well. Alright, so we technically have about an hour left of stream. The question is what I want to do with that hour. So I'm going to quickly take a... I think damn, only 22 minutes. No, technically we have 5 hours. We usually do 5 hours. So we have an hour and 22 minutes, yeah, lol. I read that as minutes, I forget it's hours, but yeah. So I think what I'll do is we'll move on to the break screen for just a moment. And I will go and refill my drink and stuff, and obviously give ourselves a bit of a break. And then we will come back and we will do some ZA and see if we can get some special scans and stuff done in maybe an hour or two. We'll see how much we can get done. But for now, I will be stepping away. So if you need to take a break as well, go do that. And I will see you in just a moment.